Does he have the capability or the power to do that? Because as Gen Zs, we really need clarity.
You know, the president cannot withdraw. The constitution does not give him powers to withdraw. I know he can refer to parliament, to the National Assembly, or to the Senate, whichever the House is relevant for purposes of that bill. But even the House has to undertake a vote. You know, already their functions official, they had already dealt with the matter. It's the House which passed the entire bill. And also that bill went to the National Assembly after it had been approved by the president. The same president who is now referring it back to the National Assembly. So what happens now is that, you know, the National Assembly can still say, no, we don't agree with the president. Or if the National Assembly does not meet or does not sit like it is not sitting now, the finance bill can still become an act, because under the law and by the operation of the Constitution, the expiry of 14 days after the assent or the refusal to assent will automatically bring about the publication or the constructive publication of the bill, and then it becomes law. So it's a plain words. It's a plain words. This was his own document that he's sending back to the National Assembly. And he's playing games. This is a playbook. You make a mistake yourself from the beginning, and then you pretend to transfer that mistake to the National Assembly. I think he should have apologized. If he was speaking truth to the nation, he should have told Kenya, the first thing he should have said, I am sorry. I brought about this law that was going to tax you. And because of that mistake that I made, and now I want to, because some of them may not agree with him. So there's a play, a political play at work. Secondly, he said he has listened. People have died. He has not apologized for causing those deaths. By last night, if you add the people who have died in Gudurai, I think we are talking about more than 200 people who have been killed. More than 200 people. Even in Gaza, where there's a hot war, if you take into account the bombs that are hitting Gaza every day, on a daily basis, for them to have a count of 200 people dead is not easy. But here in Kenya, the police can kill 200 people and we just wake up and say, everything is all right. My stand is that where we have reached, and if President Ruto was really listening to the people of Kenya, the voice of the people, because this is in Kenya, the whole of Kenya, he should have resigned, not just him, but his entire government should have resigned. And you know, there will be no vacuum, because if there's no president, if there is no deputy president, if there is no speaker, the Chief Justice can still take responsibility until the time we have an election. Although me, I will not trust the president or the vice president or the speaker taking over from President Ruto. So the best thing is for them to resign and we have fresh elections. And if that cannot happen, the people of Kenya, by the powers conferred on the people of Kenya by Article 1 of the Constitution, you don't have to wait until 2027. You don't have to wait until 2027. If we can have the resolution and the commitment to make sure that we have the government that can take care of the people of Kenya, we don't have to wait until 2027. And it can happen within the framework of the current constitution. We are not saying that, you know, you have to undertake an unconstitutional and illegal process. So that will be my position for the moment.
Labda swali la mwisho.
Yeah.
Tumemwona Rigathi Gachagua ambaye ni deputy president jana katika hotuba yake akidisha kwamba haja anafaa resign, anafaa kuwa responsible kwa maafa ambayo yalifanyika kule Githurai. Je, kama viongozi wa upinzani mnafanya nini kuhakikisha kwamba familia zile zinapata haki?
Unajua kwamba serikali ya Kenya, polisi wa Kenya ndio maua wa watoto wetu. Sasa fidia ama compensation lazima serikali ya Kenya, ambao kwa sasa serikali bandia ambayo sasa inaongozwa na Ruto, ndio lazima wa compensate wale ambao wamejeruhiwa na wengine ambao wamepoteza mali na familia ambao ya wale ambao wamekufa. Najua kutokana na yale maandamano ya mwaka jana hawajafanya chochote, watu wengi walikufa, lakini kwa sasa kama hawezi, nafikiria mawakili na wengine wanaweza kujitokeza kuona ya kwamba tumepeleka makesi kotini kuona ya kwamba serikali imecompensate wale ambapo wamepata damages, ama wale ambao wamepoteza familia, ama wale pia hata wale wameshikwa kwa sababu walishikwa wakitetea nchi. Hawa si wahalifu. These people are not criminals. Mandela one time was called a terrorist and became the president of the Republic of Kenya. People who went to the streets like our son Rex is not a criminal. Is somebody of distinction who comes from a respected family. We have talked to the family here. So that will be my position.
One last question. Yeah. So I just have one question. Most of the Kenyans are wondering or asking, what happened on Tuesday? Gen Z stormed Parliament. Does it have any effect to the country?
It doesn't have an effect. I mean, you know, the French Revolution, people stormed the Bastille, and where Parliament was meeting and where the king was meeting. And these days, people talk very kindly of the French Revolution. That's how changes came in France. In America, it was a revolution. It was a revolution. What we're engaged now is a revolution. It's good trouble to bring about change. So me, I would encourage Gen Z ya kwamba mmeshika huyu mtu kwa sehemu ambapo siwezi kuzungumzia sehemu nyeti. Msiache. Mshikilie kabisa. Yeah, asante.